All right, traders, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the Top Trader channel. All right, so we get a bunch of requests. All right, a bunch of requests about people asking us different things regarding brokers, mostly because a lot of you guys are new to trading. 0 to 3 months is kind of how we categorize our beginner or rookies, and most of you guys are still trying to figure out what broker you should be working with. And we pushed out a video maybe about 3 months ago that has over 600 comments of a bunch of different brokers. All right, and so a lot of those are fairly popular though. A lot of the ones that you guys mentioned, we saw a lot of you guys also interested in whatnot. And those are some of the most scammiest brokers in the entire industry almost, okay? So by the end of this video, you're going to know explicitly what brokers you should not be trading with, okay? And then 4 red flags that we always explicitly look for, irregardless of the broker, that you guys should be paying attention to, okay? So I'll go over the red flags. Kyler has pulled up an extensive list of BS brokers.
Quite a bit of a list. It'll be interesting.
Yeah. And so if you guys here are new to the channel, make sure you guys subscribe, okay? We basically go over all the things happening fundamentally in Forex, basically understanding why the market is moving and whatnot. You guys can check out some more of our content. Just go take a look. And if you like the video for your boy. I appreciate it. I'm gonna be breaking down these 4 red flags, okay? And so the first red flag was the one that Kyler pointed out to me, which was deposit bonuses, okay? So give folks an idea if they don't know what deposit bonuses are.
Yeah, so a deposit bonus is when your broker actually matches what you put in. So if I'm putting $500 in, they're gonna match it with that $500. But the thing about that is they don't tell you all the stipulations that come with it, and the fact that you most likely have to see a substantial increase in that portfolio, which is very unlikely with retail traders, to actually pull that money out.
Yeah. So they know you guys are more than likely, okay, 97% of all traders are never going to make money a day in their life, right? So, but you got to think of that. 100% of them are still depositing their money into a brokerage account, okay? So that being the case, that means 97% of those funds, they're gonna go straight to the broker. And their idea is basically, hey, to incentivize you to deposit with them because they know they're gonna keep that money, because most of you are not gonna become successful because of lack of effort, lack of education, lack of interest, whatever it is. They're gonna say, hey, we'll match you. And so one of the stipulations that actually I was running through, one of you guys mentioned, hey, I'm working with a broker, I'll even say their name, LQ option or something like that. I think they do binary options. If you do binary options, just run, close your laptop, and just go see a psychiatrist. It's impossible to make money with binary options, okay? Irregardless, the kid had to trade his account 20x to get the minimum to get the deposit back out of the account. So they said, hey, we'll give you $500 if you match it with 500. He put in his 500 bucks. He wasn't gonna get that $500 out or any of that capital out unless he basically flipped the account to $40,000, right? Which is, again, close to, it's impossible to make it happen, okay? So again, that is definitely one of the bigger things that we want you to stay away from. Any broker that's doing deposit bonuses in any capacity, is there a safe broker that does deposit bonuses that you can think of?
No, I can't even think of any that would even advertise that. That's not a real broker. That won't be their business model. Right.
They're not concerned with hyping you up and selling you into some sort of dream. Leverage is another thing that many of these brokers try to hype you up with. Give folks an idea of what these brokers will do to entice these guys to get in based off their leverage scams or whatever you want to call it.
Again, they're going to offer high leverage upwards of 1 to 3,000. And again, if you're using that, you need to go see that psychiatrist or your doctor, recommended. But any broker trying to get you in with that high leverage, it's the same stuff. They know that you're going to fail. They entice you with that high leverage and the fact that you can supposedly make all this money. But again, that's not how you operate this trading business.
Right. No, leverage isn't so that you can place massive positions. Leverage is so that you can have a lot more liquidity. Leverage is so that you can stay open to different trading opportunities because a lot of your free margin wasn't tied up to one single position, right? But that's a whole nother story. So yeah, any leverage out, what's a recommended leverage amount or that you would assume would be okay?
I guess for us, and I know you too, we only want to stick with 1 to 50. Now there may be some times you could go to 1 to 200, but from there, anything above that, again, you're going to have to be running away from that broker. Anything above 1 to 200, stay away from. And just to stick with 1 to 50, and that's plenty.
Yeah, so if you have over $10,000 in your trading account, there's no need to have any more than 1 to 50, right? But we know a lot of you guys maybe don't have that size or that amount of capital to immediately trade with right now. So again, yeah, you can go to the 1 to 100, you can go to 1 to 200, but outside of that, you're about to start having a lot of fun losing your money because it's just irrational to need that amount of leverage in any capacity. So if you're starting off a little bit smaller, okay, we'll take a step back. 1 to 100, 1 to 200, whatever you want to do. Outside of that, then yeah, you're in no man's land of profitable traders.
True.
So now the next one, we'll actually do market makers. So a lot of folks are afraid that brokers are market makers or whatnot. Is that something to be afraid of? So on and so forth?
Not most of the time, no. But again, there will be instances such as FXCM to where that market maker was, again, they were misleading their customers and they were corrupt. But Oanda, a broker that we recommend, that we highly love, they are a market maker broker. They are not ECN, but they are regulated. That's the thing, and they have always practiced, professional and honest and transparent business models.
Yeah. So the reason why he mentions FXCM is because FXCM was booking all of their clients. So they were saying that they were routing you through to an ECN, basically sending your trade to an aggregator, which was connected to the interbank market with Bank of America and Citi, and your FX trade was actually in the live market when it wasn't, right? So you would basically place a trade inside of FXCM, and that position was inside of FXCM. It was never going outside into the actual marketplace, which means they were trading against you 100%. And what did we mention before? 97% of all traders are never going to make a nickel, and so they were making a crap ton of cash, basically just trading against their traders, which is really messed up. Okay, so the reason why Oanda does market making, they claim, and I agree with them, and they haven't gotten in trouble in any capacity, and they're constantly checked regulatory-wise. They claim it's for liquidity purposes. So they send your market to the interbank network. That's going to happen, but first they do trade that against their own book, okay? And so basically that just makes it so that you can be instantly executed. It helps with slippage and latency and things of that sort. And so that's why some brokers, if they're regulated, market making is okay. But if you just want to avoid market making at all, then yeah, just head over to an ECN broker like Gain Capital or Interactive Brokers as well. They're another ECN style broker. Okay, so now this is when it gets kind of fun. Headquarters is another thing that we like to pay attention to. Google where your broker is located, right? And so Kyler has done that already for us with some of the shady brokers, and this is when we kind of segue into some of the shady brokers right now. What are some of the shady brokers, and then after that, why is it important to have a good idea of where your broker is located?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I'm sure FX Glory is going to be the shadiest of them all. Offering 1 to 3,000 leverage, but if we were to take a look on the screen, we can see that, okay, well, we see their address is 305 Griffith Corporate Center. I don't need to read it all, but just take into account that address, and we can see there's multiple brokers using this same address with the same P.O. box.
That's really interesting.
It's very interesting. I feel like the modern day Sherlock Holmes. But we have Hot Forex too. Same thing, business address right here.
And these are a lot of the brokers that you guys are saying, hey, take a look at this.
In the previous
video. So again, a lot of those brokers have the same exact address. Okay, so however you feel about that is how you feel about that. To me, that's a massive.
And there's about
flag.
3 more brokers like that. So I think we're onto something. But
yeah,
like he said, you want to Google your broker. You want to see where that broker is actually positioned. So we can look at FX Glory. Their head office is this address here in Dubai, and I have it already pulled up on Google Maps, and we can see that, okay, well, here's the address in Google Maps, and we can actually go and click and see the general vicinity where it's actually located. So I mean, if you're dealing with FX Glory, this is what you're dealing with.
Right, this is where you're routing all of your trades through. Okay?
Exactly.
A nice little mom and pop shop, I guess, underneath a pretty decent apartment building.
Yeah.
Nevertheless, FX Glory, of course, one of the more shadiest brokers in the world. Many people will entertain FX Glory because of the insane leverage. I mean, think about it. If you have $100 in your trading account, you have $300,000 of
3 standards.
Yeah, you can do 3 standards on a $100 account. Isn't that cool? All right, basically 3 pips in the wrong direction,
you're screwed,
and you're actually margin called. Okay, so guys, yes, we're gonna put a list in the bio. You guys can take a look at some of the brokers again that we don't really like so much. FX Lure was one of them. Hugo's Way, that's another one that's a little bit sketchy. AvaTrade, that's another one. LQ, anything binary option related or that says options, yeah, you're definitely going to be probably dealing with something that's a little bit, sketchy, right? IQ Options is a very fairly well-regulated broker outside of Australia that does have the word option in it. You were mentioning some of the regulatory agencies that were more accredited.
Yep, exactly. So obviously the ones in the US, CFTC, the SEC, the most credible of them all. Then we have the ASIC, which is the Australia Securities Investment Commission. That's actually a good regulation agency. So you got to do your research on what regulation agency is good and not, is actually transparent, because you may see some in Cyprus, or you may see some, like you mentioned in some previous videos, some cave in Zimbabwe.
Right.
You never truly know until you do your research and actually Google.
Right. So guys, any questions for us, let us know. If again you want us to take a look at maybe what broker you're trading with, comment the broker down below. We'll take a look at it. But again, you can ask yourself these questions here to give you an idea or some insight on if that broker is worth your deposits, worth your bread. Okay. So outside of that, again, if you guys need anything from us, comment down below. We're excited to help you out. We're pushing out a lot more content later on this week as well. So again, make sure you guys subscribe. Press the little bell icon or set that. That can help you get notified quicker when some of these things come out. Kyler has just put out a few positions at the Academy. So if you guys want to learn how to trade fundamentals in a higher capacity, make sure you click the link in the bio and get inside of the Top Trader Academy as well. All right. So traders, that's about it from us. We'll talk to you guys soon.
Like the video.
Peace out.